Hey everybody, welcome back to Just Kicking It with Ramm Zee. I am he with whom you kick it, not the one with whom you kick. I have with me tonight our residential expert on a whole bunch of shit, Mr. Terrence. I'm kind of glad we got the residential expert tonight to help with this main event. All right, okay. This one is I have no idea where this is going to go. All right, let me just put that out there like that, okay? Tonight on the main event, we're talking about the title is Love Doesn't Live Here Anymore. And it's not as concrete or as simple as that. What I'm really trying to dig into is the reason why we have so many single people, so many good single people. Like I was saying yesterday, I have the pleasure. I had the pleasure of working with a young lady that is just a beautiful person. I mean, you know, physically, we have a nice personality. She's a beautiful person. And we was talking one day, and I was like, well, you know, you talking about doing this other job, you know, working late, your man is going to be upset. And I wasn't trying to hit on anything. You know, I was like, real, you know, your man ain't going to be upset, you know. And she was like, I don't have a man. And I was like, what? You know, and then I have a few people on Facebook that I talk to damn near every day, and they're going through the same thing. These are attractive women, and they're all single. And then I see some guys, some good dudes that I know, and they're going through the same thing. So I was like, maybe we should, you know, see if we can't get to the bottom of why, you know, there's such a lack of relationships. And the theme that I came up with is the reason is that love doesn't live here anymore. You know, it's relationship is not about love anymore. I don't think the goal is to find that one person that you look at, and every day you look at that person, you go, I love you all over again. You know, I think that we've moved away from that to something a little more shallow, I guess. Cuz, you back yet?
I am digging this thing out of the truck right now.
All right. So here's what I'm gonna do, because we're gonna have a little humor to this. We went online and we found a young lady by the name of, I want to give her credit. Her YouTube channel is called Latoya Forever. That's Latoya Forever. And her and a friend of hers, I think his name is Juan Fluent or Jane Fluent. They're going to mention his name in this piece. They are going to give you 10 reasons why people are single. And some of them are funny. Some of them are crazy. But, you know, we'll just see what they is. All right, so here we go. This is Latoya Forever YouTube page and 10 reasons why you're single.
So a lot of people in today's society are single, and they're like, oh my gosh, why am I single? Nobody likes me. I want to be in a relationship, but I can't find the perfect person to be in a relationship with me. So me and my homie Jay Fluent are going to give you the top 10 reasons why you are single. And if you fall in any of these categories, I suggest you change it. Yeah. You are too high maintenance. Sorry. A lot of high maintenance people are single because they expect way too much from the opposite sex or the same sex. And I'm sorry to say, but some of you people do not have the right to be so high maintenance. You want the Louis, you want the Prada, you want the red bottoms, you want the Gucci, all that shit. Your head ain't that good to be getting all that shit. I'm just saying.
Sometimes people stay single because they're still in love with their ex. First of all, you shouldn't even be looking for someone if you're still in love with your ex. Second of all, get over him. He's your ex for a reason. Remember that. He's an ex for a reason. You don't need to be all hung up on him. You need to move on with your life. You can't just be single because you're caught up with your ex. Or if you compare everyone to your ex, your next boyfriend is gonna be different than your last boyfriend. because people aren't the same, and hopefully they're gonna be a better different, you know what I'm saying?
You are insecure. If you don't accept yourself for who you are, who the hell will? You have to love and appreciate yourself, you know, get to know your body, get to know what you like, what you don't like, you know what I mean? Get comfortable with who you are, baby. You can't go out and convince somebody to love you if you don't even love yourself. I'm just saying, self is what I'm saying. Love yourself, do yourself, fuck yourself.
I'm thinking some of you girls are a little too picky. He's gotta have this, he's gotta have that. He's gotta look like a Calvin Klein model. His Instagram don't got sexy pictures of him. You know what I'm saying? He's not smart enough. He's not good looking. I don't like the way he blinks. His dick is too little. There's nothing wrong with being picky. When you want a perfect guy that's perfect in every aspect of life, that's gonna be really hard to find. I'm not saying lower your standards too much. I know for a fact you're not perfect, so don't expect another guy to be perfect, because you ain't perfect. You're not a perfect 10. And if you are, yo, give me a call.
You are selfish. If the world revolves around you, you will be a lonely douche for the rest of your life. It's all about me. I was born alone. I'ma die alone. Everything I have, I got it for myself. Nobody can touch my shit. I don't care. You wanna borrow my camera? Bitch, please. You ain't borrowing shit. It's mine, and I work hard for that shit. Nobody likes a selfish asshole. Not even a selfish asshole likes a selfish asshole.
Some of you ladies, you're just too shy. If you don't talk to someone, if you don't go out of your way to say what's up to that guy won't notice you. You know what you need to do? You need to just hold your breath for 5 seconds and then talk to him. What's the worst thing that's gonna happen? You get rejected. But what happens if you don't? Then you might have just got a chance with this guy that you've been crushing on, or this dude that you think looks good. You know, stop being shy. Take a chance. Disney World.
You are boring. Wake up and have some fun. Be adventurous, okay? If you didn't know, you only have one life to live, okay? So open your mouth, have fun conversation. Go out and explore. Go feel some trees or something, I don't know. Wake up and smell the coffee. I love coffee. I can't get enough of it. Can you make me some coffee? Don't be boring.
Some of y'all ladies, you're afraid of commitment. Yes, you're afraid to just be with one guy. You like this guy, but you like another guy, but you like another guy, but you like another guy. And maybe they all want you and you just can't pick one. You just can't commit to one person. You a player. I feel you though. You gotta do what you gotta do, but that's not good in the long run. You're gonna mess yourself over in the long run. Stop doing that.
You are a slob. Change it. No man wants to be around a lazy chick popping Skittles, ice cream, chocolate, freaking candies all in her mouth all day, every day. No. Take care of your body on the inside and on the outside. Go run on a treadmill. Lift some weights. Alright? Your hair, you know, make sure it's pretty and stuff. And your makeup and boobs and stuff.
Girl, stop acting so desperate. Stop acting so desperate. If you look like you're trying to talk to every cute guy in the world, if you look like you're trying to get with every single person that you like, oh, I like your smile, I'm trying to go on a date with you. I like your eyes, can I lick your eyeballs? You have a long tongue, would you like to go down on me? Ladies, calm your hormones. I know some of y'all girls out there want a taste of that ice cream, but sometimes you need to just relax on the flavors, if you know what I'm saying.
Thank you so much for watching our 10 reasons why you are single, and if you fall into any of these categories, please slightly change it up, and I promise you, you'll find a significant other, and if you don't, you can harass me.
I'm not saying that you need to be with someone. You could be single, but just be single and happy. You know what I mean? Don't be single and sad about it. Just be happy with your life. Whether you're single, whether you're taken, just be happy with your life. And for some reason, I just turned Italiano.
Don't forget to subscribe to my homie J Fluent's YouTube page. Subscribe right here, subscribe right there. He is sexy, he is cute, he has nice eyes, he gets girls' panties wet. I love you guys. Have a wonderful time in the world. Bye!
Hi. That was pretty cool. All right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back with Just Kicking It, and we'll discuss the Love Don't Live Here Anymore and why you're single. This is Ramm Zee. Just Kicking It. We'll be back.
If you don't accept yourself for who you are, who the hell will? You have to love and appreciate yourself, you know, get to know your body, get to know what you like, what you don't like, you know what I mean? Get comfortable with who you are, baby. You can't go out and convince somebody to love you if you don't even love yourself. I'm just saying, self is what I'm saying. Love yourself, do yourself, fuck yourself.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Just Kicking It with Ramm Zee. We're in the midst of the main event. Is Love Don't Live Here Anymore. I have with me our residential expert on a whole bunch of shit, Mr. Terrence. And we're going to get our Dr. Phil on for this second part of the main event, because we're going to try to figure out why we have so many good single people. Again, the clip you're listening to is Miss Latoya Forever. That's her YouTube page. And this actual video is called 10 Reasons Why You're Single. And it's fucking hilarious. And now, there's 2 points that they made that I like. This one right here where she's saying you got to be comfortable with yourself. You know, if you don't like who you are, how the hell you expect anybody else to like what you are, okay? And I want to play one more that's kind of the opposite realm of this one. Because this one is saying you got to have confidence in yourself. Check this clip out.
I'm thinking some of you girls are a little too picky. He's gotta have this, he's gotta have that, he's gotta look like a Calvin Klein model. His Instagram don't got sexy pictures of him. You know what I'm saying? He's not smart enough. He's not good looking. I don't like the way he blinks. His dick is too little. There's nothing wrong with being picky. When you want a perfect guy that's perfect in every aspect of life, that's gonna be really hard to find. I'm not saying lower your standards too much. I know for a fact you're not perfect, so don't expect another guy to be perfect, because you ain't perfect. You're not a perfect 10. And if you are, yo, give me a call.
You are selfish. If the world revolves around you, you will be a lonely douche for the rest of your life. It's all about me. I was born alone. I'ma die alone. Everything I have, I got it for myself. Nobody can touch my shit. I don't care. You wanna borrow my camera? Bitch, please. You ain't borrowing shit. It's mine, and I work hard for that shit. Nobody likes a selfish asshole. Not even a selfish asshole likes a selfish asshole.
Some of you ladies.
Okay. All right. So that's the other spectrum. I think there's a word that we're starting to learn in this society, and that word is entitlement. We have a lot of people that feel that they're entitled, you know, and I think one of the biggest issues, and cuz you jump in whenever you feel like it, I think one of the biggest issues that we have. Oh, and by the way, if y'all want to join the conversation again, the number is 904-638-4646. I think one of the biggest issues that we have as a society is too many people think that they should be given shit just because they breathe the air. You know, like I've had conversations with a lot of women, a lot of single women. And they're always saying things like, well, I don't want a man unless he can do this and he can do that and he can do this and he has to be this and he has to be able to do this for me. And I said to them all the same thing. And what is it you're bringing to the table to deserve such a man? Because if all you got is pussy, you know, like I said, pussy is easy. Pussy is, you know. You got one, the girl sitting next to you got one, the one behind you sitting there got one, the old ass lady in front of you got one. I mean, so if all you offering is sex, then how is it you feel that you deserve all these things that you're asking for? You know, you want a man to put you in a house, and you know, you want to live that love and hip hop shit. You know, where all you get to do is go shopping and complain and you know, sip wine in the afternoon with your friends. Okay. Why do you deserve that? What are you doing to bring you to that stage where you feel that you need that? You know, we're not need, because it's not a matter of need. It's really just a matter of you feeling entitled. And the same thing for guys. I mean,
Now, wait a minute. Don't go into your Lifetime channel shit now. You'll start back tonight.
Hold up. I'm just saying, you know, there are some guys that's in that entitled shit too. You know. I can't fuck with nobody unless she's a dime piece. Okay, bro, but she's a dime. But what are you? What are you? You know, 2 dirty pennies. I'm like, yo, man, be 100 with this shit. I mean, I had a friend. I'm not gonna call her name on the air, but she used to post all the fucking time. A real man is this, and a real man is that, and a real man is this. And I told her one day, I said, you know what? You keep hollering about you want a real man. A real man wouldn't be about this bullshit that you putting out here. See, that's one thing. That's one thing that separates a real man from a dick, or a thug, or a boy. A real man understand that, you know what, I can or cannot deal with your bullshit. Because with or without you, I'm good. And see, that's the problem that fuck women up. That's the difference between a real man and all these other categories. You can, whatever you want to throw other penises in. See, a real man is like, okay, a real man look at life like this. I got issues. I got to deal with personal shit, especially a black man in America. I got enough shit I got to deal with anyway. So the one thing I'm not going to deal with is a war at home all the time, constantly. I don't have to deal with that.
That's bullshit.
No, bro, it ain't bullshit.
You didn't even let me finish before you even start attacking me.
I ain't attacked you all night.
I was finna agree with you.
Okay, go ahead.
I was saying how that's bullshit. War at home. But you know what? My bad for interrupting and cutting you off in your thought.
I'm sorry, man. I ain't gonna lie. I was on the soapbox there for a minute, but go ahead.
I told you was finna pull out your goddamn lifetime shit.
No, I mean, cause this kind of bothered me, man. That you know, like I'm saying, and the people that I'm talking about are not unattractive people.
But see, listen. Now, I will say this. There are brothers out there that have damaged women to the point where they are unable to trust. They're unable to trust their own instincts when it comes to men because of the damage and the lack of healing. So those guys I put into a whole different classification of assholes because they just fucking up the well. You know, black women, for me personally, and I know for a lot of black men, black women are like water. You know, if we were in the desert, that's what the fuck I'd be looking for, some water.
Right.
And wilderness of a planet that we live on, to find, for a black man to find that quintessential black woman for him, because everybody ain't gonna be, I know I ain't everybody's cup of tea, but I'm somebody's Hennessy straight though. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So, that shit need to be on the shirt too.
For a black man to find a black woman that he can be himself with, that he can be open and vulnerable and honest, and you know, don't feel like he has to put on for her to accept him, for her to respect him. That is like water. But that water is so polluted by all types of shit. Men are the number one, you know, men that ain't no good are number one cause of that. The number two cause of that are women that ain't no damn good. Because evidently, some women done got it in their mind that men ain't shit, so I'm gonna get me a girlfriend that look like a man that ain't shit. So,
yeah, I've noticed that a couple of those. I'm like, you know, I've seen transportation happen, you know, right before my eyes, and I'm like, well, you know, hey, whatever make you happy, you know.
And you know, I don't knock people's sexual preference. I really have never understood what two dudes would be doing together. But I had less of a disdain for homosexual women than I do for men. Men, a gay dude, you just need to shoot him. Either shoot him or cut his fucking head off. Any faggots out there listening, that's just what the fuck I feel. If you don't like it, don't like it from over there. Anyway. But I used to think that women, if they were feminine, both of them, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no one of them is going to be the dude and one of them going to be the female. No, they both female. That's easier for a man to accept than to see, these two females and both of them look like little dudes.
Well, it's so much about that culture, bro, that confuses me. That's why, I just say, God bless you. But the thing that gets me is when I see people, I don't want to say faking, but I guess I'm gonna use the word reaching. I'm gonna do this just so that I'm with somebody, and I mean, clearly, that's not your lifestyle. Like I've met some people that are, in same-sex situations, right? And when you talk to them, you get to know them, and you're like, well, you got 4 kids?
Yeah, you got kids, but now you're gay. So you mean to tell me that having 4 kids led you to this point?
Well, and again, most of the time it's like I was in a relationship with men and I found out that men weren't shit. But here's the thing. I know people personally that have been in same-sex relationships. I mean, to the point that I'm seeing them every day. I'm dealing with their relationships every day. And you know what? They have the same fucking problems as everybody else.
Exactly. And that's why I said I don't give a shit about gay marriage. If them motherfuckers want to be miserable, knock yourself out.
Right.
Everybody got the right to some misery.
Right.
Yeah, let the motherfuckers get married.
Yeah.
You ain't got to be holding up shit in City Hall because your religious beliefs don't think 2 gay people should be married. Well, hell, did anybody tell the motherfuckers that got the gay church that they shouldn't be preaching out of the gay Bible?
No.
But anyway, I mean,
let's get back on the
right. I don't want to turn this into a gay bash.
Yeah, to the singleness issue of this. And now again, I think in today's society, the biggest issue with good people being single is everybody has reached this level of entitlement.
I don't think that it's entitlement. I think that nobody can trust anybody because I think that technology plays a big role in not being able to trust somebody.
Well, I'm going to be honest, bro. I stopped trusting people about age 20. Every relationship I've been in since then, there is no trust.
See, now you telling your age now.
I'm being 100. I don't trust anybody. I don't. I don't put faith in people like that. I don't trust anybody. I've learned the hard way that, you can't say to any motherfucking body what somebody won't do. So I don't put faith in you at that point at all. And I know people that say, well, if you ain't got trust, you ain't got a relationship. And I'm like, that's the dumbest motherfucking statement I've ever heard in my life. No,
yeah,
I don't.
You just ain't got no damn trust.
I don't trust you because I ain't stupid. I understand you are a human being. You have thoughts and shit of your own. So, no, I'm not going to sit here and say that if given the right opportunity, what you won't do.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's something I've been said. That's something I've been said that not trusting in a relationship. That I don't look. I'm good, and I guess some people see me and say, well, then then you're not dedicated to the relationship, and I'm like, well, that's some bullshit. I'm dedicated. I'm just not stupid. I'm just not going to sit here.
Trust is something that you got to earn, though. That's what I was told by a wise woman one time. Trust is something that you got to earn. And You know, it's hard once you lose it. I mean, once you've gone through what it takes to earn it, or for what it takes for somebody to be able to feel like they trust you,
Right.
and you lose it, then I think that that's pretty much it. And I think that people experience that in a relationship at several different stages, but familiarity always feels better than loneliness. So I would rather be where I'm familiar, even though I know this may be some bullshit. But at least I ain't by myself.
But that's some more shit I don't get, bro. I mean, but see, again, I'm and you know this, because you know me personally. I was not raised in an environment where companionship was ever an issue. You see what I'm saying? So not being with someone has never been like a fear of mine.
Yeah, see, I mean, I'm great not being with somebody because, I got that only child syndrome anyway. Only child, both parents dead. It's kind of like, hello, here's the island. But I've accepted that I was different from everybody else a long time ago, and I stopped giving a shit around that same time.
Right.
So I'm very comfortable with who I am and where I am, but I can't lie. Sometimes I want to roll over and rub on Angela's booty. And she in Atlanta. I mean, I don't know what. So.
Okay, my anger translator, he gonna be on this show eventually. Darius. We're gonna introduce him to the show. He's gonna be. He said he's gonna be my anger translator. He said I say a lot. He said I say a lot of good things. I just don't say them correctly. So, but he just chimed in and he said the other reason being single is so huge is because people do not know how to forgive and heal. Now, I can agree with the heal part. I don't forgive adults for shit. I don't. I'm just being. If you walking and you talking to somebody and you bump into me, that's a mistake. Okay, we're gonna apologize for that. But when you do some shit on your own and you get caught, there's no forgiving. That. But I guess that goes back to the trust thing with me. Because
yeah, because you got to look at you got to look at the grand scope of a person's intent, and okay, like for instance, I have heard that. Well, I don't like talking about shit I done heard, so let's just do away with that. I know for a fact that a person will claim that they got somebody's back or that they love someone, but that, emotion is, to me, it's energy in motion. That's not something that you can just say and leave that shit on the fucking table and it grow mold on it and you never do nothing with it. If you got my back, then that don't need to even be a question. You shouldn't even have to tell me that.
Right.
I should already know if you really got my back, if you really for me. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know that sometimes, people lose touch, lose communication. People got, other shit going on or whatever. But when you're in a relationship with a person, if I'm saying that I'm with you, you don't have to question whether or not I got your back. This is something that you already know. This is built into the relationship. It's built into the contract.
Right.
But it's so easy to breach that contract by acting like you don't give a fuck. Because everybody at some point gets their ass on their shoulder and, you don't want to talk to me today? Okay, fine. I know another motherfucker that'll talk to me all day.
And there's the problem. That's what women don't get.
Exactly.
That's you know what? That right there is the thing that women do not understand. Women, and it's to the point that I've started saying, and I try not to say this to females directly, but I I want to like kind of put some people in their place. The one place where you're fucking up is that you don't understand you're not the only one with a pussy. That's where females are getting it twisted. If a guy shows interest in you, or if you're in a relationship with a guy, and you get to the point where you start to feel again that entitlement, and then you're going to not do this or do this less, then you turn around and you piss because now he's seeing someone else. See, you have to put in completely if you're going to be in a relationship. Because the moment that you start lacking, trust me, there are other women out there ready to pick it up, especially if you have a good man. Especially if you got a good guy, trust me, you got 2 or 3 friends right now waiting on you to fuck that up.
Yeah, just ask my ex. She'll tell you all about it. Because, let me tell you, I thought that my ex had it pretty fucking sweet.
Uh-huh.
Here you get all of the perks of not having to actually go to work ever in life. And, you just fuck that up. I mean, you can't do simple shit like, for instance, if I come to the house, right?
Uh-huh.
Go to her house on a weekend. Okay, in 3 weeks, I come back to the house on a weekend, and I see the same motherfucking mop bucket with the same water in it in the same goddamn corner. To me, this means that your priorities are fucked up. Because you don't give a fuck about how I feel about this shit. When you do shit like you won't do your hair for you and I to go out. But if I'm going to be around or whatever and you feel like you're going to go out to the club and hang out and do all that shit, then you in the goddamn mirror for 3 hours.
Right.
But you come to me looking like you just got through pulling the motherfucking carburetor. But now, that could be comfortable, but the thing is, we as humans, we can't get so comfortable and complacent in what we're doing and how we are that we think that none of that matters, because you can't overlook those. See, I pay attention to that small shit like that. That little shit means something to me. If you can get all dolled up for 100 niggas, but you can't put on no motherfucking lip gloss for me when I come home, that shit ain't right.
And you're correct, man. And I think that is, again, one of the biggest issues I see, today with people in relationship, and I'm gonna get back to some more that Darius is posted in a minute about forgiveness. I don't know why he's stuck on forgiveness. He's just cool dude like that, man. So he believes we should forgive. So
I'll forgive, but my forgiveness comes with a fuck you too.
Well, see, you better than I'm telling you. I don't forgive. I move on. I'll move on. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know that about me. Like you 1 minute I'll be ready to give my life for you. The next minute, man, I wouldn't piss on you if you was on fire. It's just again, I treat people not based on how I feel about you. I treat people based on how you treat me. It's all about your action. I'm totally a person that's going to react to what you do. You know, like I'm saying, if we're down forever. And the moment you fuck that up, you know, I'm not even the guy you got to call and explain shit to. You know, just, you fuck that up. All right, but, all right, so he says, forgiveness is not being attached to the way it make you feel. If I forgive you, but you no longer serve a purpose in my life, once the betrayal has happened, she should not think that way, being concerned about other women. But, yeah, see, we have a problem with reality in America. We try to deny it as best we can.
And we do have a lot of reality shows.
Well, see, again, that's an example. That's not reality. See, reality is like, getting back to the whole there's no love anymore. Reality is, if you're not giving someone reason to be in a relationship with you, they're not going to give a fuck about being in a relationship with you. It doesn't matter. Like, I remember growing up, and I really didn't understand this when I was, first getting out there and doing my dirt. But I get it now. I remember the first time I heard someone say about a perfect 10. For every beautiful woman you see, there's some dude tired of fucking her. I never understood that because, I was young and I had never been with a beautiful woman before at the time, But I get that now. I'm not going to say all women, but I'm going to say most women are quick to get to that complacent point. And then when they get there, it falls into an entitled situation. Like, to me, I think it's funny as hell when I see single women putting down demands. You want a man, but he got to do this. He got to do A. He can't do B. He can't be C. He got to do D. He got to be about E. And I'm like, that makes no sense to me. If you want a man, how the fuck are you sitting here throwing down conditions?
Yeah, I want a man, but only if he's got to be 6'7", make $372,000 a year on the head. You got to drive a certain car. Had to have gone to My thing is, with people are unrealistic in their expectations to begin with.
Right.
I think that humans theoretically are unrealistic in their expectations of other human beings, as if they're not human also. And we are all subject to the same human errors. Nobody is exempt. Well, except me. But
and there you go.
But I mean, understanding, first of all, understanding who you are outside of a relationship is the most important thing.
Right.
Because a lot of people can't see themselves or see who they are or what they are outside of the scope of them being with somebody else.
That's a good point.
Some people think that they have to be with somebody else when they don't. They need to get to know who the fuck they are first, and then they'll be better to assess certain things as they appear. It won't be something that you'll see and you'll ignore, because you are, as Cat Williams would say, in tune with your star player.
Right.
You know exactly who you are, and at the first sign of that bullshit, you need to take your ass the other way. Now, everything is not a sign. That's another problem. Everything is not indicative of something in your past. Even if it looks, sounds, smells, tastes familiar, that is not indicative of something from your past. That don't mean that this shit is coming up again.
Right.
But when that happens, though, there's very seldom is there an opportunity to make that assessment, because the first thing that we do as humans is panic. and we go into that, oh shit, it's happening again, and then we shut down, and then we don't communicate. So whatever could have been wonderful is now dissolved because of our inability to communicate, which is the third problem: communication. People don't say what the fuck they want.
Oh my
Because
God!
a lot of them don't know what the fuck they want until they don't get it,
Right,
or until they get some shit that they don't want.
Yeah.
Then you know. But I feel like once you've taken the opportunity to heal and find out who you are, if you and that person have a connection, a lot of that stuff they never have to articulate a need for. You will automatically know. Because, and that's where the complacency comes in and the comfortableness. Because if me and you are on that level, then yeah, you can walk around. I don't care what your hair look like. But I'm saying, just because I don't care that you didn't put on no makeup, which I don't like makeup anyway, but give your mate the same, show them that you have the same motivation for pleasing their eye that you have for pleasing the eyes of everybody else that don't matter. Because that motherfucker that's at the house, that's who's supposed to matter. All these folks out here that you're trying to get attention from, though, those are the ones that end up mattering more. And, you know, a lot of women don't understand that dudes pay attention to that. Well, I do.
No. Every guy do. Even the motherfucker lying and say he don't. He do. But look, we running against the clock right here. So I'm gonna read one more from my man Darius. I can't wait till we get him on the show, man. I'm gonna feel so much better when I have my anger translator here with us. Then I can really say how I feel. He's saying understanding who you are outside is the most important. Is the most important. Yes, that's true. Some are not also not honest about what they want, which is also true. I mean, a lot of people saying they want a man, and again, I say all the time, I don't think you even understand what you're saying when you say you want a man, because there's more to it than I think. What you're really saying is you want a penis, you want companionship. But, you know, you're not really saying you want a man, you know, because those are different things. Those are, you know, a man is going to do what he need to do to take care of his family. And if that means putting in 12 hours and he's not home, that's what it means, you know. So you can't say that you want a man and then demand that man to be home. That man is going to take care of his family. That's what a man does. You know, these are the type of thing that you need to understand. When you say you want this, you have to understand what it is. Again, a man is not going to deal with a lot of bullshit. A man is not going to come home every day and listen to you talking shit about what your friend don't put in their ears about how they would handle it if they had your relationship. He's going to tell you what, go be with your fucking friends.
And the sad part is that them friends just be laying on you to slip.
Right, exactly.
Okay. As you leave, the friend is right there. Well, I don't know what's wrong with her. I try to talk to her. Yeah. Okay.
All right, so what we're going to do right now, because we're up against the clock, as usual, we're going to do some quick talking shit. You got some talking shit you want to do right quick, sir?
Man.